it's just a shift in perception that comes or doesn't come. But there are shifts in perception all along the way. In terms of you dropping a piece of conditioning, something loosens, you drop some limitation in your mind, you break a loop of some negative thinking, and there are these relative freedoms that we feel along the way when we do this work. And they bring a shift in perception. And for some reason, we have seen the truth as the big shift in perception. I don't know why it's set up like that. And I think it was of its time that it was seen to be the, I'll be out of it if that happens. You'll be out of what? You'll see that you were never in it, but there's no getting out of it. It's just that the perspective of what this is changes. That's all. And then in a way, the knowing that you are all of it, you know that there's billions of thoughts in individual body minds that are currently believing the movie. So while the Jac character might have a particular perception that this is an illusion, what is playing the Jac character is also playing billions of other people pretending and believing the story. So what got out? Nothing got out. You see? There's a knowing that I'm none of it. Even when the story is being believed, I'm none of it. That's the shift. Now, why that is set up as a goal, I think it can only be set up when desire is still running. Oh, anything outside of what I feel now, anything is better than what I have. And so we set up a desire, and that just moves it further away. That's all that does. It's just the game continues then. It's self-perpetuating, you see. This is as good as it gets. Right here, right now, let it be as good as it gets. And do whatever makes sense. Do whatever work, whatever clearing makes sense. But this is as good as it gets. And when there's total acceptance of how it looks right now, there is an ability to see what is looking. Because as long as we're looking at the subject-object, we're looking at the objects of our perception, of how I feel, of my life. We're looking at the wrong thing. It's the framework, the mechanism which makes us see subject-object, that's the problem. But as long as we want something different from this, we're already believing subject-object and we're trying to change the this. It's like pull back, pull back. The perception that allowed you to imagine that what you have now is not good enough. We don't have to change what you have now. We have to change the filter that's telling you the lie that things should not be as they are and that there is something better. Drop this one. Drop this layer of perception. And then where's realization? So what? It's a phenomenon. It's just a shift in perception. That's all. It's like any other phenomenon. It happens or it doesn't.